EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline is Sean McVay. His team in the win column for the first time with their victory a week ago. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. So here come the Broncos, led out by Bo Nix. Greg, season 3 for the Oregon quarterback. Led the Broncos to the AFC West title last year and snapped that 9-year Kansas City run atop the AFC West. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's Jake Dobbins. A nice job able to dance away, get forward for a pickup of a half dozen. You see what Dobbins was able to get done on the ground a week ago. 20 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face third and a yard.
Third and 1.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. One of the elder statesmen at the quarterback position, Matthew Stafford, year 18 in the league. 6 of those with the Rams, of course, the Super Bowl title, MVP a season ago, as he had more yards and touchdowns than anyone else in the league.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive. And that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Alanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. Evans with the punt sends it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They send Sutton in motion. Now they'll pitch it out here. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. As the Rams go back on offense, there's a look at Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph. Vance, the former head coach of the Broncos for a couple of years, now in season 4, back as their defensive coordinator. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. From the 33, here's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Broncos.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
A gain of a yard. And the Rams 1st down.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. No chance at all. He'll go down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try to run for it with Williams. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Rams.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. I try to pitch one forward. That was an option there, but it does fall incomplete. Pass intended for Williams. It'll bring up second down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And the Rams going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. Borum. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. Williams. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
you know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Rams 7, Broncos nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Broncos take over.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jalen Watson.
A run with Dobbins. He'll work forward for a couple. Trent McDuffie up in his corner spot there on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. You look around the league, and there's just so many kickers in the NFL right now, Mike, with big legs. And Of course, it never hurts to kick up in altitude like it is here in Denver, and that thin air, that ball really flies. And that's just a big-time effort right there from just on the other side of midfield.
Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They send Sutton in motion. Here's Dobbins. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
To throw is Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 1. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. Already Sunday number 3 of the NFL season. Let's remind you of what's ahead. The Rams, who played on Monday night, another national game, and a good matchup, interconference against Denver at Mile High, followed on Monday night by the Eagles and Bears at Soldier Field. Remember the double doink game from 2018. That comes right 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Chicago time. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
2nd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos have it. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown.
All right, this is great teach tape for all the young quarterbacks out there. When you are in the pocket, you need to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. You see guys, they're moving, they're scrambling, their eyes are downfield, and they lose track of the rush. You have to assume the defenders are going to attack the ball any chance they can. Secure hands. Even if you take a sack, nothing is more important than the ball.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are in the lead by the score of 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. You check out their recent possessions. They had the turnover last time out, looking to make amends as they begin this drive with first down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24-yard line. Rough start to this drive for the defense. Back-to-back big plays. This one for 27 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Simpson. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
3rd and inches.
On third down, here's Williams. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
At the 40-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through. And yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick first down.
And the Rams first down.
A give, and here comes Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. A pitch comes to Williams. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. They send Sutton in motion. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll be forced out of bounds, a very short game.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good.
First down, 10 yards to go.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. See what they have for second and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. In some rhythm, the drive rolling. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Second and 11.
And in motion is Ingram. On second down, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 4.
Here's Nix to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, it used to be, Mike, that we'd go the entire season and you'd see kicks from this distance, I don't know, what, once, twice, a couple times a year. And now it just seems like the entire league can hit from it. And you look back at 2025, 23 different guys hit from 57 plus. I mean, it is just a new league as far as kicking goes.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Rams first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll let this one go deep. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Yeah, this place is going crazy right now. There are a lot of boo birds out there, Mike, and safe to say these fans are not happy. But listen, there's contact. I don't care how far the ball's thrown. I don't care the situation. You have contact downfield like that, it's going to draw a flag.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second down, they need 7. Throwing, Simpson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will tie this game up here late in the first half.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it, but I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with Dare taking those points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our trip around the league starts now. We begin in Orchard Park, the second home game, first day game for the Bills at New Highmark Stadium as they host the LA Chargers. And this is the Pro Bowler from a season ago, Justin Herbert. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the man back from injury, back to reclaim his job, Michael Penix. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Falcons are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Lastly, let's check out the front runner for Week 3 Player of the Week. It's our impact player, and it's this man. And it's a big old welcome back for this man. Patrick Mahomes is back. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Chiefs get their third win as they come away with the victory. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This is fielded. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. The field. On the carry, it's Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Here's a handoff to Williams. And not much. Second and long coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 14.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's Simpson. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down. We'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. To return, it's Mims. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Broncos offense, and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now third, they only need 2 yards.
No gain on the play. Makes it third and 2.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. And this is a long one, officially 64-yard field goal attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a tie ball game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Simpson now on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Simpson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, here's Simpson. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Williams gets it on the draw. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And the Rams are going to be set up with 1st and goal as they get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
At the 7-yard line.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Here's Simpson. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, Simpson. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will go up by 7.
Broncos 16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Already Sunday number 3 of the NFL season. Let's remind you of what's ahead. The Rams, who played on Monday night, another national game, and a good matchup, interconference against Denver at Mile High, followed on Monday night by the Eagles and Bears at Soldier Field. Remember the double doink game from 2018. That comes right 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Chicago time. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. So he's brought down, and Nash is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action now. It's Nix. This one's down the field, but will wind up incomplete. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away.
Formation for the Broncos.
Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's taken down at the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Corum. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Simpson. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. That one going to land a little too close to the goal line. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
2nd down, Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll go play action with Nix. Forced out wide. And he's fighting for those extra yards. Looks like he's just got enough to pick up the 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Out past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Ooh. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
14 more yards.
Now another 1st and 10.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Quorum. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and that can't win.
And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go play action with Simpson. That swung out to Ali. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Over the middle, and that's to Mumpfield. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Konate Mumpfield. Touchdown, L.A. That his 1st touchdown of the new year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, the extra point.
On for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Rams will go up by 7.
Rams 30, Broncos 23.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, faking the give. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
To go.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Broncos.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10. At the
Back to throw is Nix. He'll step up and run this. And Nix with the wise move there at the end. Trying to do a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. On 4th down, here's Nix. They had to take the chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Lake. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. Now a run with Corum. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run the toss to Corum. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Here's a handoff to Corum. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They run with Corum. Rams punting unit coming out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Broncos offense, led by Bo Nix, set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Nix gonna throw for it. He'll let this go deep. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.